Welcome to a Prevent Connect presentation, where we explore the prevention of violence against women. This is a project of the California Coalition Against Sexual Assault. This presentation, Social Marketing as a Tool in Primary Prevention, is adapted from materials prepared for Prevent Connect by Mary Ann Winters. The term social marketing has become so common and overused that it's easy to miss the point of this powerful concept. Let's begin with a clear definition of social marketing. According to the Social Marketing Institute at Georgetown University, social marketing is the planning and implementation of programs designed to bring about social change using concepts from commercial marketing. Don't confuse the idea of social marketing with simply using social media tools like Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube to engage your audience and share information. True social marketing has as its core a purpose of changing the way an individual, a community, or society behaves for the better by whatever marketing channels are available and relevant. With the advent of socially based media like Facebook and Twitter, many marketing strategists use the terms social marketing and social media interchangeably. Social marketing is about creating societal change by whatever channels are available and relevant to the audience. It may include, but extends far beyond, some of the tactics a social media marketer might employ, like creating a Facebook page and getting people to like it, promoting your fundraising event through Twitter, and posting videos of your latest community outreach day on YouTube. While these are terrific ways to leverage your social media connections as part of your overall outreach, simply using social media does not make you a social marketer. Social marketing in the prevention model starts with the end in mind by asking, what behavior change do you want to promote? Where in the social ecological model does the change need to happen? Who is your primary audience? And have you clearly defined and researched the people you need to reach? Social marketing pulls heavily from a commercial marketing model to engage your target audience and get them to act. In other words, traditional commercial marketing aims to engage new customers, compels them to want your product, and gets them to buy. Social marketing aims to engage new supporters, makes them want the benefits of the change you're promoting, and compels them to act toward that change. As outlined by the Social Media Institute, social marketing strategy is based on the following key concepts. The ultimate objective of social marketing is to influence action and change in behavior. People will only take action when they believe the benefits from the action will be greater than the cost they incur. Programs to influence action will be more effective if they are based on an understanding of the target audience's own perceptions of the proposed behavior change. Target audiences are seldom uniform in their perceptions and/or likely responses to marketing efforts, and so need to be partitioned into segments. And marketing efforts must incorporate all of the traditional 4 Ps of commercial marketing. The 4 Ps of commercial marketing are: create an enticing product, minimize the price the target audience believes it must pay in the exchange, make the exchange and its opportunities available in places that reach the audience and fit its lifestyles, and promote the exchange opportunity with creativity and through channels and strategies that maximize desired responses. For sexual and domestic violence prevention practitioners, the traditional commercial marketing mix might be better stated as follows. Determine your primary audience, identify the intended behavior you are seeking, understand the benefits to the audience to adopting behavior, understand the challenges to adopting behavior in competition, develop communication strategy and channels, and finally, mobilize communities. The heart of social marketing takes a pragmatic and business-like approach to social change by incorporating traditional marketing tactics to effectively change behavior. As we know from our understanding of the social ecological model, individuals do not exist in isolation, but live within and among relationship, community, and societal influences. True social marketing strategy takes this model into account as audiences are identified and behaviors targeted. By working within this framework, the potential for significant social change is improved. As shown in the Men Can Stop Rape program, a comprehensive social marketing campaign addresses not only an individual context, but also, as they state, the norms, beliefs, and social and economic systems that make sexual violence more likely to occur. In this example, Men Can Stop Rape works at all levels of the social ecological model to mutually reinforce the others. Men Can Stop Rape explains that Men Can Stop Rape's youth development programs, the Men of Strength Club in middle and high schools, and Men Creating Change in colleges and universities work at the level of the individual by helping members to build a healthier masculinity. These young men, in turn, go on to work at the relationship level by positively influencing others, like peers, teachers, and family. They next work at the level of community when they implement a community strength project designed to have an impact on their entire school. Finally, Men Can Stop Rape's social marketing campaigns, launched city, state, or nationwide, influence social norms at the societal level. When applied to the individual level, a social marketing strategy will have specific individual behavior change as its goal. It is often the beginning point for a broad approach and provides important information that applies to other levels. The way in which the message is stated is key to this approach, so be careful. Oftentimes, awareness-raising efforts have been mistakenly intended to create individual change, yet they often fall short. While there is nothing wrong with raising awareness of the incidents, dynamics, and impact of violence, don't assume that it will automatically lead to behavior change. It's important to be specific about the change in behavior that you are promoting and state it in a positive manner. For example, it's not enough to promote the idea that people should not do something. It's important to offer and describe an alternative, positive behavior. Hollaback is a good example of a program that operates within an individual context to end street harassment. The concept is brilliantly simple. Provide a mobile platform, the place, where individuals, the audience, can post their stories of street harassment as it happens. In their words, street harassment teaches us to be silent, but we aren't listening. We don't put up with harassment in the home, at work, or at school. And now we aren't putting up with it in the street either. By hollowing back, you are transforming an experience that is lonely and isolating into one that is shareable, the behavior change. This individual action then impacts the broader community and society as street harassment becomes more visible, giving policymakers and law enforcement an entree into action and resolution of specific problems, the desired action. When applied to the relationship level, a social marketing strategy will base its message on specific relationships that are common and serve a role in the target population. Friends, parents, teachers, dating partners, neighbors, coaches, resident assistants, youth workers are all examples of relationships that can influence someone's behavior. These relationships can be supported and strengthened by your social marketing messages so that change can happen in the context of the relationship. Similar to the individual level, the message should be specific and positive. The message should also reflect the role of the relationship, whether it is a peer, mentoring, or authority relationship, and provide specific skills and tools that will promote social change. Again, it's important not to limit the message to raising awareness only. Concepts of mentoring, healthy relationships, responsible parenting, friends supporting friends can all be beginning points for a message about relationship change. Let's look at an example of a campaign that works at the relationship level. Love Is Not Abuse, who recently merged with Break the Cycle, encourages, supports, and creates materials for dating abuse education in schools, the place. The organization addresses the realities of teen dating and relationships and engages parents, teachers, and students alike, the audience, in changing the dialogue of individual relationships, the behavior. The aim of the program is to ensure that all middle and high school age students are educated on the basic principles of safe and healthy relationships, the desired outcome. This social marketing campaign draws in teachers, school staff, community, and business leaders, as well as policymakers and legislators. When operating at the community level, a social marketing strategy will promote engagement and leadership by providing opportunities for people to come forward as supporters and promoters of social change. The messages at this level should promote broad engagement and provide specific suggestions for people to act in whatever roles they are in. It can include promoting organizational volunteer opportunities, but not exclusively. In order for a community-level message to be effective, people will need to understand how they can make a difference in their everyday lives as parents, teachers, professionals, neighbors, or friends. One example of a community-level social marketing approach is the Walk a Mile in Her Shoes campaign. The yearly event is a solid example of social marketing fostering change at the community level. By its highly visible and unusual visuals, the place, it provides opportunities to get people talking about a serious issue using a lighthearted approach. It offers a dramatic opportunity for men, the audience, to quite literally put themselves in the shoes of the women in their community, the action, and opens the dialogue for changing perspectives, the desired outcome. Finally, it informs the community of services available for healing and recovery. A societal-level social marketing campaign will often be based on positive change in the other three levels: individual, relationship, and community. It will promote change at an even broader level through societal norms change. A campaign that promotes social norm change will necessarily name the social norm based on knowledge of the target population's perception, and then promote positive and specific change. Men Can Stop Rape is a good example of an organization that utilizes social marketing for widespread societal change. Their work is soundly based on the social ecological model, as noted previously. The program has spawned several state-level collaborative projects, including the My Strength Is Not for Hurting campaign, launched by the Tennessee Coalition Against Domestic and Sexual Violence and their business partner, Verizon Wireless. This PSA shows bystander engagement, the behavior, in the form of changing attitudes and behaviors to foster a societal paradigm shift, the desired outcome. As you begin to implement a social marketing aspect to your overall marketing campaign, work with the end in mind. Decide on the change you want to effect, then work backward in each segment of your audience to identify the benefits to them of making that change. While some personal engagement on social media is appropriate and useful, you'll find greater impact and more return on your investment if you strategically put the proper resources into place using all available media, traditional and new. Obviously, you'll want to incorporate social media like Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube into your campaigns. Start by considering your existing resources and identifying your gaps in approaching these media options. Consider your existing staff. Is there someone on staff who understands and uses social media frequently and has time to take this on? Your board and committee members. Chances are someone already in your organization has a large social network that you can tap into. Can this person take on some of the daily social media outreach? Can they provide training or support? Can they introduce your organization through their social networks, if they haven't already done so? Your current organizational promotion. A social marketing strategy can be applied to all organizational materials, websites, reports, fund development strategies, and promotions. It's important to bring together the people responsible for general agency materials and public relationships with your prevention staff. They should be working together to develop and promote coordinated messages. Your marketing budget. As you implement your social marketing strategy, understand that, like any other function in your organization, you must allocate the budget to pay for it. If you have funds in your marketing budget, is it time to hire a social media expert, either onto your staff or as a consultant? Many social media managers work for several clients simultaneously, using a number of productivity tools and online resources to maximize your investment. They will be able to help you integrate your overall social marketing campaign with the proper tools in the social media toolkit. What kind of professional training, support, or technical resources will these people need to adequately do this work? Are there resources already available in your organization, or will you need to look elsewhere? Are there partners you can consider that can bring these to the table? Traditional marketing has been turned upside down by the power of effective social marketing. Your social media channels are now a direct conduit for public relations, customer service, loyalty building, collaboration, networking, and thought leadership. If you're not engaging your audience from a perspective of social marketing, you are not maximizing your marketing efforts for the greatest good. This presentation was informed by the following sources. Thank you for joining this Prevent Connect presentation. For more information on this topic and for other e-learning units, visit learn.preventconnect.org. Prevent Connect is a national project of the California Coalition Against Sexual Assault and is sponsored by the National Center for Injury Prevention and Control at the United States Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The views and information provided here do not necessarily represent the official views of the United States government, the CDC, or CalCASA. For more information and resources about the prevention of sexual and domestic violence, visit PreventConnect.org.